We're in Canenable, and Canenable is a Windows program that can be used to crack passwords. And the Cane part typically sits on the attacker's box, and it's this graphical utility. Able is a DLL that you can put on different remote computers and get information from those computers that can be sent back to you. Unfortunately, most antiviruses will pick up Canenable just like that. So sometimes it's better just to have the password hashes in a file and import them into Canenable. So Cane can do a lot of different things, and we're going to discuss a few of these. It can decode passwords. It can actually act as a network sniffer, the cracker, which is what we're going to use it for. It can also do a few other things here and there, depending upon how your system is set up. If you look here in the left-hand pane, you can see all the different kinds of hashes, password hashes, based upon different applications or systems that Cane can crack. Right now, we're going to do just something simple. I'm going to load the passwords that are in the local NTSAM or local SAM here. And basically, I showed you earlier some of the accounts that are on the box. We have a Bobby account, a Clark, Jimmy, Lois. As I mentioned, I'm a Superman fan from way back. So a couple things we see here. We have LM hashes, which aren't used anymore. We have NT hashes. And LM are very, very easily crackable because of the way they're constructed. Now we have a couple of accounts here we're going to crack. Let's grab Lois's, and right now we're going to do a brute force attack. I'm going to show you how to do a brute force and how it works. So we're going to say use NTLM hashes, and here we can actually look at the character set. Okay, this is our character space, and the character space that it gives us is all lowercase letters and numbers. Okay, well, that might be it, but what if the Daily Planet's password policy is a little bit more stringent than that and requires uppercase and special characters? So let's go for the full character space here, and let's say we don't know how long it is. It could be one character, it could be up to 16 characters. So maybe we'll start there and just start brute forcing. So if we click start, a couple of things I'll point out. First of all, look at the current password. That's how long it took to go through about 4 characters of trying everything. Look at the key space, 3 point some awfully long number to the 31st power there. So that's how many keys we're looking at, possible passwords with that character space and possible lengths. Then look at the key rate. That's how many passwords it's trying per second. And this is not a fast computer. On a very fast computer, that number would probably be a lot more. Now here's the key thing. Look at the time left. 2.3, some odd numbers, to the 17th power years. So that is a long time to attempt a brute force attack. But if this computer were allowed to be running for that long and had power to it, then it probably would crack that password, but it would take that long. Now, obviously, if we were to stop this, and let's say, see, it already started at 5, let's drop this down to, say, 8. Let's say we know that it's a maximum of 8 characters. Then what would its time be? Well, if we know it's only 8 characters, it's only going to take 37 years. And we're already at 5 characters in length. That's still a lot. So even up to 8 characters with all those possibilities can take a long time, up to 40 years. But there are other ways of cracking passwords that are much better. Let's go ahead and look at a dictionary attack now. Let's press stop here and exit this. Now let's try Lois's password again. This time let's use a dictionary attack, and we'll use NTLM hashes. And we have a word list in here, and I'll show you this word list. It's actually, let's go to program files here. And let's take a look at this word list. Program files, and let's go into Cane. And here's our word list. This is a very small word list, 3 meg. But look at it. It has quite a few passwords in it. I mean, that's a huge dictionary there. And it's in alphabetical order, but it doesn't have to be. The computer doesn't care about that. And some of these words, I couldn't even tell you what they mean. So that's our dictionary file there. Let's go back to Cane here, and let's do a dictionary attack against Lois's password. That's our word list. And notice that it will also mangle whatever the password is or the word is, as is. It'll reverse it. It'll make it double. It'll make it lowercase, uppercase. And so you can do different things with it. So let's start that and see what we get. So it's looking at how many passwords per second, quite a few, and it's going through the dictionary like mad. It's at 26% already, and there are about 3 million passwords in there, by the way, or words, rather, in that file. It's about 44% through. It's telling you as fast as it can the current password that it's on, but understand that it's going so fast that's probably not exactly accurate. So it's at 80%. Whoop, and what do we have? Plain text of that hash is Superman. Now, if we knew Lois Lane, it wouldn't be too difficult to guess that was her password, obviously. Social engineering might have told us that, might have let us start in that direction. So obviously, dictionary cracking is a lot faster than brute force, assuming the word is in the dictionary, and Superman, all lowercase, is a common word.